Have you ever felt like you're standing still while everyone else is racing ahead? Like you've been left at the station, watching all the trains pull away? This is a story about that exact feeling. It's about being forgotten, overlooked, and left behind. But it's also about what happens when the person everyone counted out picks up a pen and decides to write a new ending for herself. Everyone she knew was moving on. Her social media feed was a flood of wedding announcements, new job titles, and pictures of first homes. And her? She was still here, forgotten. It felt like her story was over before it even got started, stuck in the prologue. She had a quiet life, a steady job, and a small apartment. But things had started to get quiet, really quiet. The group chats went silent. Her friends were scattering, getting promotions, finding partners, and starting families. Clara was genuinely happy for them, sending gifts for baby showers. But each happy post was a sharp reminder of how still her own life felt. It was like everyone had been handed a script for the next scene. Being left behind is a slow fade. It's realizing you're no longer the first person someone calls with good news. The quiet weekends stretch on forever. For Clara, that moment of silence became deafening on a gloomy Tuesday evening. Another wedding invitation arrived, with a note saying she might not make it. That was the last straw. Deep in that sadness, a tiny flicker of defiance sparked. She thought, if no one is going to tell my story, I'll write it. She found an old notebook and a pen. The first words were clumsy and hesitant, but she poured all the quiet ache of her loneliness onto the page. Every evening after her day job, she'd write. She created a character who was left behind but discovers hidden magic inside herself. The journey to a published novel was no fairy tale. It was a brutal slog of hard work and rejection. Clara finished her manuscript after a year. Rejection emails started as a trickle, then a flood. Each one was a small sting, voices saying there was no room for her story. Then it happened. An email from an agent who saw something special. One yes erased 100 no's, was the crack in the wall of silence. Then came the day she held the finished book in her hands. It had a real cover and her name on the front. Tangible proof she wasn't invisible. When the book came out, it connected with people everywhere. Readers saw themselves in her fight against loneliness and the discovery of her own power. Suddenly, her once quiet world was full of noise. Her phone buzzed with interview requests, and even the people who drifted away started reaching out. She was polite but distant. Her life was full now, not with ghosts of old friendships, but with a future she was actively writing for herself. Clara's story is a reminder that you can always become the author of your own life. What's a chapter you'd like to write for yourself today? She wasn't left behind. She was just getting a running start. Her greatest work wasn't the book, but the life she created from its pages.